Hi there, my name is Pamela Strum, and most of you know me for the energy healing work I do, but I'm also a licensed acupuncturist and herbalist. So it's with a lot of that background of which I've come on to discuss hair loss with you. So some of you might have noticed, I know my clients have, especially since 2020 and all that's been going on, they've been complaining about hair loss. And I even know of some doctors who've been saying, gosh, all of my patients are coming in talking about hair loss. So what is going on? Well, I've been sitting on this subject for a while, but it was the 2022 Academy Awards where I really decided to jump in and talk to you. Some of my family members were watching the awards, and I don't know, it was quite a show. And I missed the big Will Smith, Chris Rock fight that had taken place. And, it brought attention to the subject of alopecia. And I have certainly, I've dealt with alopecia a lot in patients of mine. However, I also know the Academy Awards were sponsored by a certain pharmaceutical company that is slated to early release on a drug for alopecia, and that they're going to also put under an umbrella of hair loss. So I wished to share with all of you maybe some things that you can do for yourself of a more organic nature that would actually help your body with the subject of hair loss. So right off the bat, I wish you to know from Chinese medicine that it's your kidney energy that's responsible for the hair all over your body. There's even hair on the inside of your body, the cilia, but we're focused on the hair on your head today. And so as stress levels go up, so does hair loss, or hair goes down. Stress goes up, hair goes down. So kidneys are like your body's battery. That energy is considered your body's battery, basically. And it is very strongly connected to your ancestral energy as well. So sometimes baldness has somewhat of a genetic component, it is said. But also that kidney energy, that important energy that's like your battery, in certain aspects of an Asian tradition, the hair is an energy conductor. And you might have seen this if you have dogs or cats. If they feel threatened, they poof out their hair to make themselves look bigger, and they're sensing what's going on and the danger around them. So they have their hair stand on end. And humans can do this too. It's just not quite so obvious, but our hair is important in conducting energy. So certainly we don't want it to fall out. But alopecia is something a little bit different than general hair loss. So in a stressful time, one way to help deal with hair loss in the body is to increase your kidney energy. And there are many herbs that can increase kidney energy, but the superstar of them all in this category, or for this topic, is something called HE SHOU WU, and it translates into black-haired Mr. Hay, and it's Polygonum multiflorum, and I think it's fleece flower. Hold on, I have it written down. The common name, for those of you who might look for it, is fleece flower root, and it's a very grounding herb. It's adaptogenic. It deals with stress, which is the battery energy that would kick in when you need extra energy, is that kidney energy. It's also known to be a kidney and liver tonic. Liver might be responsible for the blood, liver blood, which might have to do with the darkness of your hair. And it's also biomedically, this herb is known to revive hair follicles. But the real fun part of it is the story of black-haired Mr. Hay, HE SHOU WU. And the story goes from an herbal teacher of mine that there was in the countryside of China a peasant who was so terribly poor, and he used to forage for his food, and he was so poor that he spent most of his life eating this herb. And when he got to a ripe old age, he still had a full head of hair that was black. So black-haired Mr. Hay. And people said, what did he do? Well, he ate this one plant his entire life, the root of this plant. So I'm sharing that with you because when my clients come in and they have a main complaint of hair loss, that's certainly something I consider depending upon what's going on with that particular client. But besides taking herbs for hair loss, it's important to keep your stress down. And so pay attention to all those things that help you relax. And I'm going to get to that toward the end of this. But I also wish to share with you an essential oil. Rosemary is known to help with hair loss. And I saw someone who did a demonstration for me where she showed me a photograph of her husband who had completely bald head, and she was adding a medicinal grade rosemary oil to his shampoo, just a few drops in an entire bottle, like 7 to 10 drops. And indeed, his hair was starting to come back. It looked like one strand at a time, but nonetheless, his hair was coming back. I also recommend for hair loss, in addition to maybe herbal medicine and essential oils, is to massage your scalp. So that brings a lot of blood flow. If you're able to turn your head upside down, if not, that's okay. And really massage your scalp. I know the people at Cirque du Soleil, I watched an interview, and the women who swing from their hair, they do not wash their hair all the time. They don't color their hair. They don't blow dry their hair or straighten their hair. These are all things that weaken the hair and make it more likely that your hair will fall out. And I also wish to remind people that toxic overloads in the body could also lead to stress in the body, and ultimately, in a roundabout way, to hair loss. So sometimes going on a detoxification protocol is very, very helpful in helping people ultimately on a long-term plan to deal with hair loss. So it goes beyond boosting the energy that supports hair growth and the energy that would support hair in your body, a healthy hair. However, it also is taking off the stress load from your body. So in addition to maybe going on a detoxification protocol, anything that helps you relax. And I'm going to read some of the things I have written down to have give you some suggestions. So possibly in getting some sleep, the HE SHOU WU massage, clean water. Kidney is responsible for associated with the water element. So lots of clean water to flush out your body. But exercise, especially things like Tai Chi or Qigong in the Asian arts, anything that relaxes your body, gives you some blood flow, getting sleep, meditation, stepping outside in nature. I feel like it's all the things that I usually say. Give your body the rest rather than pushing it through. Take something like a beautiful calming herbal tea rather than a stimulant to push yourself to keep going. And of course, breathe, laugh, dance, arts and crafts. So all of these are things that could help you. I hope that this video gave you some good tips, and keep your eye open for some other upcoming things that I'm talking about to help you support your stress levels. Once again, my name is Pamela Strum. You can find me on Facebook, on Instagram, at my website, Princeton Healing House. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it if you feel like it would help anyone. Have a great day. Take care.